What's going on, Paisanos? V here, coming at you guys, well, with another market watch today. Today I'm doing a little bit of a different market watch as I'm currently doing a live stream. And if you guys want to be involved in my live streams, once again, please make sure to hit the notification bell. And since you're already there, hit the subscribe button and like this video. Also, I'm going to have a comment question of the day. And right now, let's go on to it. What's the most you ever invested in Yu-Gi-Oh? Now, this comment question was asked by a previous comment. I read all your comments, and I really want to know. You can tell me the most you invested in one card, the most you invested in totality, the most you invested in a playset. What is the most you ever invested? And how is your return? How is your gains? Are your stocks rising? Comment down below and let me know what you guys think. I'll tell you right now, it's really hard for me to pinpoint the most I've invested in anything because I always throw money at things and, just throw them in a binder when I'm bored with them. But I will say I traded... I traded a little bit and I paid $200 in cash for a prismatic Appaloosa. That's probably the most I've done recently. I don't know how much I did overall, but that's basically what I got with that. So I always talk about Speed Tournament Pack 1, and Speed Tournament Pack 1 Time Wizard specifically is getting some new support, and everyone's getting excited and buying a bunch of versions of Time Wizard. And of course, the hard-to-get ones, like Speed Tournament Pack Time Wizard, obviously is good in value. I mean, look at the card. It has a $2 market price. But you're seeing it here roughly around $5. Of course it is. And that's not it with Speedo Tournament Pack 1. It's filled with value because not all stores got it. Not all stores got it, so obviously it's going to have good value. Once again, if it's hard to find, if it's hard for you to get, I want it times 3. And Speedo Tournament Pack 1 is that. I mean, look at it. You got Dark Magician Girl coming out Speed Tournament Pack 1, a super rare, which, mind you, is their version of an OTS common. With a current $10 market price, it's actually roughly around 12. After that one's gone, it hits 14 and stabilizes 15 for a short while before it hits $20 for a Dark Magician Girl from added Speed Tournament Pack 1. And we're not even done yet. I mean, think about it. There's a lot of great cards in here, specifically Dark Magician, because people are going to be wanting to get that with the new Red Eye stuff, which is holding a $57 market price, but it's at $110, of course. Why would it not be? And besides that card, you need your Red Eyes version, which is multiple copies with, but specifically Speed Duel Tournament Pack 1 Red Eyes Black Dragon, 9 listings with a $51 market price. It's realistically at roughly around $145, almost near $150 for Red Eyes Black Dragon. I mean, speaking of Red Eyes Black Dragon, the fusion card that you're going to need to get, well, you can get the common version for $3, sure. But if you want the super rare version at Clash of Rebellions with a $26 market price, yeah, I mean, it went down a little bit. It's currently at $22. Are you going to get it now? I wouldn't. I would wait. I think there's a chance that this card to go lower. Obviously, once it goes low, it's going to stabilize and start going high. So keep an eye on this card if you do want to get it, because there's a chance 22 might be the stabilized price before it spikes up. We don't know. We do know the Megatons will be coming out. We do know the day it will be coming out, but we don't know necessarily when to go in and grab this card. Up next, guys, once again, with Red Eyes, there's so many versions of the card, and they're all going up in value. Obviously, Dual Tournament Preview Red Eyes Black Dragon is going to be $1,000. Why would it not be? It's Dual Tournament Preview. It's insanely hard to get. Dual Championship Japanese cards where you can't play them. The Richard Pack 1 Ultra Rares are out of stock. The Secret out of the 2002 Collector's Tin is the next highest version on the chopping block, if you want to call it that. And it has a $60 market price, and it's currently at $85. Now, once again, if you watch early in this video, you know that the Speed Dual Tournament Pack 1 Red Eyes, as I pointed out, is currently $144. But it has moved so fast, the market realistically cannot keep up with the card. Looking at other versions, though, and there's tons of them, and they're really good. You got the Dual Tournament version, which is $750, only 13 listings, by the way. It's the same thing as Dual Tournament Preview, except there's no P in it. That's it. I'm not even joking. That's all there is. There's other versions of the card. You can get the Power Chaos Joey Pasha one. That's about $50. You can get the original print at Legend of Blue Eyes. And by the way, have fun with that. That's insanely hard to find. First edition. Unlimiteds, they're getting easier. I mean, they're roughly around $20. But if you want a first edition version of this card, well, I'm not even sure if I could even find it here listed. Oh, here you go. There's a first edition version of the card. This guy says he'll do anything for cash. He has 12 sales. I don't trust him. This guy over here has one, $658. That's it. No big deal. At a Legend of Blue Eyes. And this is more of a collector's card, so that's why it's hard to find. It's a TV show card. It's a collector's card, and that's why it's going to maintain a high value. Next, guys, Chaos Sorcerer. So there's other bunches of versions of Chaos Sorcerer, but realistically, looking at Turtle Pack Booster 2 Chaos Sorcerer with a $42 market price, it's currently roughly around $37, and that one sold, boom, it's $43. It's a lot of money for this card because it's mainly used in goats. And then if you want to get the second most expensive, the super rare coming out of Legendary Collection 3 Yugi's World, well, that's a $5 market price card, and yeah, no, it's around 5, and then it quickly goes to 8. And then to 9. There's no walls, by the way, in page 1. It just goes to 9, almost near $10 for Super Rare Chaos Sorcerer. Current price holding, roughly almost near $6. We also have Livestream Dragon Ultimate Rare at Extreme Victories with an $8 market price. Yeah, and if you want a first edition version, $40. Hey, if you want unlimited, no big deal, $30. I don't know why this card's going up in value. I have zero idea. All I know is it's an Ultimate Rare, it's an Extreme Victory, so it's relatively old, and value. Up next, guys, we have Light and Darkness Dragon. Now, there's different variations of this card, depending where you pulled it. You get the super special, the SE, the special edition super rares, they're like $1. You get the Dark Edition 4 versions, they're like $1. But if you want the manga promo version, well, there's only one listing. It has a $17 market price, and it's just about bought out. It's currently $50 for that version. Now, if you don't want this version, and you want to grab the other version coming out of Adventure Pack 2, the really hard to get version, well, $130 market price, but if you're in luck, it's currently on sale for $78 for Lad. I don't know why this card's going up in value as well, but I do know this card always has sporadic value. It always has and always will. It will go down in value, that'll become the new market price, and then it'll go up in value. And occasionally, if it ever does see meta play, well, it's going to go a lot higher than what you're looking at. So, you guys act like I don't read the comments every single day, multiple times throughout the day, but you're wrong. You're dead wrong. There's one guy who keeps talking about Revenge Red Slayer at an OTS Pack 6. I believe he's talking about this. I'm pretty sure he is. So, we're going to look at it. It's $1. It's under $1. Revenge Red Slayer, OTS Pack 6, ladies and gentlemen. I really don't know why he wanted me to talk about this, but he always asks me to. Here it is. Now, please stop. Up next, guys, we have Evil Hero Justice Gold. People were asking about the value of this card, and we talked about Heroes the other day. We talked about Dark Law and saw how much crazy value Dark Law is. And looking at Evil Hero Justice Gold, the card that you need for the main deck, well, it currently has a $132 market price. Now, looking at it right here, you got German versions all day long for about $90. But if you want a regular first edition version that's not German, you have to like read through all these pictures. So many pictures, God, man. We don't need pictures, but here we go. This guy has it. I'm pretty sure it's not. It's $100. It's $100, right? Let's see a picture for proof. Picture for proof. No, that's German. Okay. Wow. The German market must have crapped this card. This card must have been so easy to pull for Germans. They were just like, dude, this card's $100 for the Americans. What? Really? I mean, I just don't understand. Okay, here we go. It's $124 for Hero Just a Gold. It's one of, don't complain. Remember, players have to buy 3 of Dragoons, and they're $130. Be lucky. You're a hero player anyway. What do you care? You spend a lot of money on heroes, because why not? Heroes. Moving forward, we have the Great Sphinx. Now, this card came out the movie promo along with the other cards, has a nickel price point, but if you want the Master Collection 2 version, for some ungodly reason, you're only going to pay roughly around $51. That's for a lightly played. You want the mint? $75 for this card. The promo version out of the movie that was really bad. The first Yu-Gi-Oh movie that we don't talk about. I skipped that movie. I skipped Bonds Beyond Time. I go right to the new movie, and I go, the first movie I've ever had, and it's really good. But look at this card. I think, once again, it's for collectors. I mean, realistically, do you really need this card? No. It's only for collectors at that point. Next, guys, we have Magician Souls. So I get a lot of questions asking me about Magician Souls. Recently, we had a reprint of Legendary Duelist Magical Hero, which doesn't really happen with Legendary Duelist sets. Magician Souls currently holding a $102 market price. And looking at it right now, this guy has a 94, which is not bad, but next listing is 96, and realistically, it's roughly around 100. You see a bunch of $100 listings for Magician Souls. At one point, this card was $115 to $130, so we do know, and we can clearly see the card value slowly starting to go down. Well, here's the question. V, do I go in and buy Magician Souls? That's a really hard question. You see, with a ban list coming up, it's really hard to justify buying $300 worth of cardboard in 3 cards, minus the rest of the 37 cards for your deck, 15 cards for your side deck, and 15 cards for your extra deck. It's really hard to justify any of that. Now, looking at Magician Souls, I think it's a great card, and if you're looking to play Eldritch, this is not a question of, I could probably play something else and sub it in. No, you can't. You could probably walk on 2 feet if you cut one off. You just look really silly doing it. It'll be really hard to do it. You'll have a robotic leg, which would be really cool, but you won't have 2 feet, which ideally you need to walk on. Basically what I'm trying to say is if you're playing Eldritch and you don't play this card, you're not realistically playing a full power version of a deck, so don't expect a full power version of wins and results. Looking at Mitches of Souls, I would still say wait until the ban list comes, because if Eldritch gets slapped on the ban list, you just save $300. Plus extravagance if you're looking to run that build as well, and other kinds of variants of cards for variants of builds of Eldritch. Is Eldritch going to get slapped on the ban list? Probably not. But do you want to gamble 300 plus the rest of the deck on it? Probably not. Once again, I think this is a great card, and maybe you want to crack some packs of fun, definitely go to your local Walmart, Target, OTS store mainly, and get Legendary Duelist Magical Hero. But don't try to go fishing for this card. It's just not worth it. And if you own this card, would you sell it? I'll tell you right now, I currently own one of these cards. I'm just going to hold it. Why not? Hell, if Eldritch isn't hitting the balance and it's still a good tier 1 deck, I might build it. But I'm not going to buy the rest of the cards now. That just makes no sense. Firewall Dragon's a card I get really stressed out about talking. Even right now, thinking about Firewall Dragon stresses me out. Let me explain. Firewall Dragon original print out of Call of the Duelist is currently banned, obviously. The card has a $5 market price and is $9. Almost $10 actually. It goes up to $10 relatively fast. Not too long ago, I literally pointed at this card and said, this card has the potential to go up in value. It can't come off the ban list, but more importantly, the hype of it possibly come off the ban list is what's going to bring its price up. Fast forward to the future. Hi, we're in the future now. This card's $5 in the market price, $9 to $10 currently on list on TCG Player. This is always going to happen from this point on until this card eventually comes off the ban list. Will it? I don't know. I don't care. Be cool if it did with an errata, but it more than likely won't happen. But you know what does happen? The value increasing on cards. Because whether you agree or disagree with me, it's inconsequential, because if this card will come off the bans, or the hype of this card coming off the bans, is going to increase the card. So had you got this card when it was $4, like I said so, what you would have done is you would have made a lot of money. I mean, can we agree? More than 100% increase on a cardboard is pretty good profit and return? No, V, that's wrong. You see, I don't think it'll come off the ban list. I don't care. Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now. If you comment a reason why this card can't come off the ban list, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care. The only thing I care about, the only thing I talk about, is the value this card has within the market. That's it. I mean, look at Masterpiece. It's banned. What's it going for? We talked about when it was roughly around $15 on a ban card. That came on Maximum Crisis? Yeah, Firewall Dragon might not come off the ban list with its original effect. It might even come off the ban list with an errata. It might not never come off the ban list. But the value and the potential of it coming off the ban list is going to bring hype to the market, which is going to drive this card's price up. That's it. Now, do me a big favor and comment down below why you think it's going to come off the ban list so I can read it and say, no, I don't care. Literally, I don't care. Value, and that's all it is. The market. That's it. Next, guys, we have Lightning Storm. Now, Lightning Storm comes out of the Initiative Sword. Currently with a $132 market price. Near Mint Unlimited, $133. First edition, $134. Here's the question. Do you go in and buy it now? Let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm spending a lot of money on Max Rarity Water. Why? It's stupid. But I'm not buying Lightning Storm. Why? Because it's stupid. Let me explain. If Lightning Storm still is what it is, and let's be honest, it's going to be one of the best cards moving forward into the game, even when we get back to playing Yu-Gi-Oh!, even when, hopefully, potentially, we see a YCS in Minneapolis, hopefully, what's going to happen is, what if Harpy's Featherstone comes off the bans to 1? Well, Yu-Gi-Oh! Players playing Lightning Storm might go down to play 2 Lightning Storms and 1 Harpy's Featherstone. There's a chance that could be the new normal. Well, if it is, let's do some math. Everybody with 3 of these will sell 1 of these, meaning the value of Lightning Storm can potentially lower down. If that does happen, well, you get the card cheaper. Nevertheless, what do you have to lose? The card's $138. Do you want to go in and buy it now? Go right ahead. I'm not. I'm waiting on this card. And then we have Imperial Order, original print out of Pharaoh's Servant. Now, this card is the most expensive version. This card is just really hard to get, first edition. And let me show you why. First edition Imperial Order, Imperial Order in general has a $4 market price. $4. If you want to buy a first edition version, well, let's see. Going on page 2, they're on unlimited. Going on page 3, boom, they're unlimited. Going on page 4, wait, get ready for it, unlimited, okay. Going on page 5, we're close, we're getting close. Hey, this guy's a light, you played one for $10. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. What's the next one? What's the next one? Oh, it's $100. Next one, $180 for a light you played Imperial Order original print out of Pharaoh's Servant. Wow. that gets crazy really fast. I'm just throwing it out there. Imperial Order. Today it's 10. Tomorrow's 100. The next day it could be 180. That fast. So up next, guys, we have Formula Synchron. This card's saying no play, but it's always that card that's on the bench. It's like it's like having a good player on the bench and going, all right, whenever I want to, I just put you in my deck. That's basically what Formula Synchron is doing right now. I mean, look at it. You got the original print. I mean, you got the secret version of Formula Synchron with a $25 market price. Well, light play precision is still 22. It's really good still for a secret Formula Synchron. Then let's go over to the lowest rarity. You got the rare Formula Synchron out of Starstruck Blast. $5 market price. Well, it's about $10. Formula Synchron, once again, is still maintaining good values despite showing any play at all. And it's not. It's showing 0 play, but it still has good value. So much good value. The ugliest version of rarity ever in this game. Premium Go, Return of the Blink. Konami, why did you insult us with this rarity? The card's $6 in the market price, and it's $8.50 to almost $15 for Formula Synchron. If this card could defy the ugliness that is Return to Go Premium Bling, it's still a card worthy of being a card that you want to either have or want to get. The question is, do you sell it? I don't really know, to be honest with you. I know I own a secret version. I only own one. I'll tell you right now, I'm probably going to keep it. Why not? I mean, what do you have to lose? The only thing you have to do is gain. I mean, you lose a couple of bucks, but I'll take that bet. Will you? Up next, guys, Legendary Magician of the Dark. I keep talking about this card sporadically throughout time, and yeah, every time I talk about it, it just goes more and more higher in value. It's going to get to the point where this card and the other card I'll talk about in a second is going to be over $100. And then I'm going to be like, yep, that's a thing. Look at Legendary Magician of the Dark. It's a card you can't use in any official duel. It's meant for collectors, but it was in a subcore set World Superstar. A prismatic rare. Gorgeous looking prismatic rare, mind you. $25 market price? Well, it's not that. It's almost near $50. Current listing has a card roughly around $45. Now, if you want the Legendary Dragon of White, $27 market price, that card, well, it's $30, $34, and then it goes to $40 for a while. And that's for a Legendary Dragon of White. These are all collector's cards that are going to be $100 cards one day. No doubt in my mind. It's just gonna happen. These cards are relatively cheap for a while, and that time is slowly just going past us. Even now, they're relatively cheap. They will go higher, no doubt in my mind. Speaking of crazy high value, the best investment in this game, hands down, is the World Championship pack cards. I mean, the best investment. It's not negotiable. Looking at the 2018 World Championship pack cards, they're insanely high in value. In fact, let me get rid of my filters real quickly, and I'll show you guys. So, for the 2018 World Championship packs, they're almost near $2,000. $2,000. When these first came out, they were $400. $400, and now they're $2,000. That's pretty insane. Now, if you go ahead and grab the 2019 packs, once again, 2018 was $400. Looking at 2019, it's around $300 to $400. Can this one day be $2,000? Before you go, V, I don't believe you. I'm going to tell you right now, this can easily be $2,000. And it's very simple. Once again, the revenue whole motto is always, if it's hard for you to get, I want it times 3. Well, unfortunately, with these envelopes, there's a limit of the amount you can actually get. They say over here in the bottom of them, it says 1 of 9,000. That's for the 2019. I don't know what the 2018 says, 1 of something, but the 2019 says 1 of 9,000. 9,000 of these. And that's it. That's all they had. So think of it this way. As time goes on, 5 years, 10 years, the amount of people holding these envelopes, especially the sealed ones, well, that's going to go away. The amount of people selling these cards or holding these cards, the amount of people that are going to hold a bunch of these cards, that's going to increase. Think of it this way. Those holding Black Lotus, collectors, Magic, the hard to get Magic card, probably hoard them. What do you think is going to happen to these envelopes? These are really hard to get. They're collector's cards because they can feature cards used in the TV show, so these cards jump onto the collectors. Competitive players can only win them, and you can only get them throughout a certain time of year, and that's it. One day out of the year, well, 1 week out of the year, you compete in tournaments, and that's it. There's no like, hey, you want to win 2018 packs in the year 2025? That doesn't happen. There's a limited amount of these printed, and that's it. So I think these are the best investment in the game. Whenever anyone asks me, V, what's the best investment? I'm always going to say the World Championship packs. You can't play them. You can't use them. You cannot use Korean cards, OCG cards in the TCG. You just can't use it. But what you can do is hold these cards and watch the crazy value, especially the value of the 2018 packs, which are currently near $2,000. And I'm telling you right now, do not be surprised when 2019 packs hit into the thousands. It's going to happen. It's inevitable. People were selling these, I think the weekend after, maybe 2 weekends after, during the regionals, they were selling these for $100, $150. And now they're at least, I mean, you got one listing for $300, another one for $340, $375. It's going to get near $400. And do not be surprised when these reach into the thousands of dollars for each of these envelopes. They feature iconic cards used by characters within the TV show. Collectors are fiending for these. Casuals wish they could have these. Competitive players can earn these, and only the smart will hold these. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Once again, please make sure to answer the comment question down below. How much you ever spent on anything? Let me know. I'd greatly appreciate it. It's your boy V. Please make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Hit the like button. And like I said, comment down below. And you paisanos, well, you paisanos have a great day.